As I gazed out of my window one sunny afternoon, my eyes were drawn to the stunning villa next door, a sight that left me utterly captivated. The architecture was a blend of modern elegance and rustic charm, with wooden panels lining the walls and large glass windows reflecting the golden sunlight. I couldn't help but imagine the luxurious life within those walls, a stark contrast to my modest home. The villa seemed to whisper tales of opulence, and I found myself lost in a daydream about its interior, picturing plush furniture and intricate decor. My curiosity grew with each passing day, urging me to learn more about my mysterious neighbor who owned such a masterpiece. The thought of their lifestyle intrigued me, sparking a desire to perhaps strike up a conversation someday. Little did I know, this fascination would soon lead to an unexpected encounter that would change my perspective entirely. One evening, as the sky turned a deep shade of orange, I noticed movement near the villa's entrance, a figure stepping out onto the balcony. The person was a man, tall and well-built, with a confident stride that suggested he was no stranger to the world of affluence. He leaned against the railing, gazing out at the horizon, and I wondered what thoughts occupied his mind in that moment of solitude. The warm lights from inside the villa cast a soft glow around him, enhancing the romantic ambiance of the scene. I felt a strange mix of envy and admiration, wanting to know the story behind his success and how he came to reside in such a place. My imagination ran wild, crafting narratives of business triumphs or inherited wealth, each more elaborate than the last. This nightly ritual of watching him became a secret habit, fueling my growing intrigue. Days turned into weeks, and my fascination deepened as I caught glimpses of another figure joining the man on the balcony, a woman whose beauty was striking even from a distance. They stood close, sharing intimate moments that made my heart ache with a longing I couldn't quite place. Her laughter floated faintly on the breeze, a sound so melodic it seemed to belong in a movie scene. The way they interacted suggested a deep bond, perhaps a love story that rivaled the most passionate tales I'd ever read. I found myself rooting for their happiness, despite knowing nothing about them, my own life feeling dull in comparison. The villa, with its warm lights and inviting aura, became a symbol of the connection they shared, a beacon of romance in my otherwise ordinary world. One fateful morning, as I watered my plants, I heard a voice call out, breaking my reverie. It was the man from the villa, standing at the fence that separated our properties, a friendly smile on his face. He introduced himself as Javier, explaining that he'd noticed me glancing over and thought it was time to say hello. His warmth disarmed me, and I stammered through my own introduction, feeling a flush of embarrassment at being caught in my curiosity. He invited me over for coffee, an offer I couldn't refuse, my heart racing with anticipation. As we walked toward the villa, I marveled at its grandeur up close, the wooden textures and sleek design even more impressive than I'd imagined. This was the beginning of an unlikely friendship that would reveal the secrets behind those walls. Inside, the villa was a treasure trove of elegance, with high ceilings and artwork adorning the walls that spoke of a cultured taste. Javier led me to a cozy living area where the woman from the balcony, introduced as Sofia, greeted me with a radiant smile. She was as charming as I'd suspected, her presence filling the room with a lively energy. Over coffee, they shared snippets of their life. Javier was a successful entrepreneur, and Sofia an artist whose paintings decorated their home. Their story was one of hard work and mutual support, a partnership built on love and ambition. I felt a pang of inspiration, realizing that their wealth was not just material but a reflection of their shared dreams. The villa, I learned, was their sanctuary, a place where they escaped the chaos of the world. As weeks passed, my visits to the villa became more frequent, each one revealing new layers to Javier and Sofia's lives. They spoke of travels to exotic places, their adventures fueling my own wanderlust. The bedroom, where I'd often seen them from afar, was a space of intimacy and relaxation, with a bed that looked like it belonged in a luxury hotel. The wooden headboard and soft lighting created an ambiance that was both inviting and serene, a perfect backdrop for their love story. I began to see the villa not just as a house but as a testament to their journey together, each room holding memories of laughter and quiet moments. My initial envy transformed into admiration, and I found myself learning from their approach to life. One evening, as we sat on the balcony sipping wine, Sofia shared a painting she'd been working on, inspired by the view we enjoyed. The canvas captured the sunset in vibrant hues, a masterpiece that mirrored the beauty of their relationship. Javier wrapped an arm around her, a gesture so natural it spoke volumes of their bond. I felt a warmth in my chest, a sense of belonging I hadn't expected to find. They encouraged me to pursue my own passions, suggesting I try writing about the experiences I'd witnessed. The idea took root, and I began jotting down notes, inspired by the villa and its inhabitants. This place, once a symbol of unattainable luxury, was now a source of creativity and connection. The villa's allure continued to captivate me, its design and decor becoming a subject of fascination. The wooden panels, I learned, were sourced from a sustainable forest, reflecting Javier's commitment to eco-friendly living. The lamps on the nightstands were custom-made, adding a personal touch to the room where love seemed to flourish. Every detail told a story, from the plush bedding to the minimalist furniture, all chosen with care to create a harmonious space. I found myself sketching the layout, imagining how I might incorporate similar elements into my own home. The villa was more than a residence, it was a canvas of their lives, painted with love, effort, and a touch of extravagance that I now understood. As months went by, my bond with Javier and Sofia grew stronger, their villa becoming a second home to me. We shared meals, stories, and dreams, the once distant neighbors now close friends. The bedroom, with its romantic aura, remained a symbol of their enduring love, a reminder of the passion that fueled their life together. I wrote a short story based on their journey, a tale of two souls building a life of beauty and meaning. They were thrilled when I read it to them, their encouragement pushing me to submit it for publication. The villa, with its warm lights and inviting spaces, had transformed my life, turning a simple curiosity into a wellspring of inspiration and friendship. On a quiet night, as I stood on my own balcony, I looked over at the villa, now a familiar sight bathed in soft light. Javier and Sofia waved from their balcony, a gesture that felt like a bridge between our worlds. The villa, with its wooden elegance and romantic charm, had opened a door to a new chapter in my life. I no longer saw it as a symbol of unattainable luxury but as a testament to the power of connection and creativity. My story, inspired by them, was accepted for publication, a milestone I owed to their influence. As I waved back, I felt a deep gratitude, knowing that this mesmerizing villa and its wonderful inhabitants had changed me forever. K.